And here you are at last. It's taken an entire war. One started by my parents and yours, and finally ended by me. You know, I remember your father, the king, once telling my mother that he'd rather his entire bloodline perish than ever bend the knee to us. And yet, here we are. I see the old coward sent his only son to meet me in his stead. I suppose he just couldn't handle admitting that he lost right to my face. Or maybe he was just afraid of what I'd do to him, seeing as he murdered my parents in this damned war. But I suppose you aren't interested in hearing about your family's many crimes against mine. No. You want to know what happens next. To you, your family. Maybe you even care about your people. Oh? Of course you want to know what will happen to them, you say? What will I do to them, the people of my greatest enemy? Practically nothing. For most of them, they'll continue to go to work each day. Taxes will still be collected. A law might change here or there. Life will go on for the majority of them. Yes, the majority will go on like nothing ever happened. Some others will be less fortunate. But it'll all be for the best. My, you're really hung up about this, aren't you? I can't imagine why. You're powerless now. I could have all your people slaughtered for all the good you'd be able to do about it. But fine, perhaps you're just curious about my intentions. Your family, your kingdom, has always prided yourself on your supposed purity. You see yourselves as above my kind. In fact, you even saw it as a duty to protect the world from our... What was the word your father always loved to use? Ah, yes. Filth. We may have been at war for years, but I have people everywhere. I know what happens in your kingdom. My kind are hunted and butchered like dogs. Not just by your supposed holy order of knights. Even your citizens take part in the massacre. I assure you, once my forces are done dismantling your army and purging those damned knights, there will be a reckoning. I kept a list of every man and woman who took part, who they hurt, and I assure you, I'll be making some very public examples of them. Maybe I'll make you and your father watch. I haven't decided yet. And so, that just leaves you and your father, the king, my enemy. What to do. Your entire family deserves the worst I could give it. You've taken so much from me. You've harmed so many of my people. And yet, I'm ashamed to say that I lack your brutality. So no, you shall be living, as will your father and your family. Free? Your family? After everything you've done? Have you gone mad? No. I just won't torture or kill you. I fully intend to humiliate you bastards. Speaking of which, I'm actually happy the former king, sent you in his stead. Oh, look at your face. Why, you look almost as pale as I do. Oh, that's fantastic. I can't wait to see that face a lot more from here on out. I know what you must be thinking now. What am I going to do to you? Well, while I was trying to imagine ways to just really stick it to you pompous, uppity pricks, I got to thinking. Your family prides themselves on purity, and I cannot stress how aggravating your family's holier-than-thou attitude is. And I am currently unwed and without an heir. So I think the perfect send-off to the end of this grueling war is the mixing of our families. Oh, think of the reactions. A union between a family of famed holy knights and a clan of despicable vampires. What will people say? I personally can't wait to find out. What? You haven't heard of a political marriage? I thought you were nobility. You are refusing. Oh, my boy. You're not in a position to say no. I may not be willing to murder your entire family, but I am willing to throw them into a dungeon where they will never see a single ray of sunlight for the remainder of their lives. Alternatively, if you're a good boy and cooperate, we can come to an understanding. In fact, I don't even have to fully strip your father of his power. His territory is mine now, but I can make him a vassal to my state. His people will pay taxes to me, and my soldiers will fully replace his in protecting the land, but I'll happily leave him as my personal puppet. I'll even keep him wearing that crown if it makes him feel more in control. You know you can't refuse. I hold all the cards here. I'm not accepting you as a loving husband. I'm taking you as a war trophy, proof of my conquest of your people. I think we both know what your answer will be. But before you say anything, I know in your land it's traditional for the man to ask the woman. Normally I'm not such a stickler for such stuffy traditions, but I think just this once I'll have to insist on it. I'm not telling you to do anything. The choice is completely in your hands, as is your family's fate. But of course, do what you will. What is this? Your face is beet red. Oh, how adorable. I'm sorry. Please continue with what you were going to tell me. So you want my hand in marriage? You know, I'm just not convinced you really want this. I'm sorry, it almost sounds like a forced proposal. I didn't feel real emotion behind it. How can I know you truly meant it? Perhaps you're only after my riches and power. Well, I'm not heartless. You seem like a nice boy, so you know what? I'll give you a chance. Well, a chance to prove your devotion is real. I am a lady, after all. I expect to be courted like one. How should you court me? Well, frankly, that's not my problem. It's yours. Court me however you wish, and if I'm impressed, perhaps I will accept your proposal. But if I feel like you aren't really trying to win my hand, well, let's just hope for your family's sake it doesn't come to that. But maybe this is all too much for one night. I'll have my servants show you where you'll be staying from now on, and tomorrow the fun can begin. I'm looking forward to seeing your best efforts.